I'm Albert Straus, and I own Straus Family Creamery and Dairy Farm.
Hi, I'm Vivian Straus, and yes, this is our farm on Tomales Bay.
This is my sister.
This is not my husband. This is my brother.
Let's see, this is the home ranch that is 166 acres that our father started in 1941 with 23 cows.
Married in 1950 when my mother showed up.
We have 660 acres and 280 milking cows, and it's right here in Marshall, which is on the shores of Tomales Bay.
That's north of San Francisco. We grew up here. In the 1960s, our mother had this revelation.
I remember reading Rachel Carson's Silent Spring. You know, when you get to have more knowledge and you know that pesticides stay in the ground.
All that background kind of played into us going organic and finding it the natural way to go. In the late 70s, my mother and Phyllis Faber came up with the idea of the Marine Agricultural Land Trust, which was the first agricultural land trust in the nation that takes the right to develop the land for residential or commercial purposes away and gives farmers cash so they can pass it on to the next generation or use it for improving their operations in exchange for giving up those rights to develop it.
And we established this organization in 1980. And since that time, we have protected in perpetuity more than 30,000 acres of farmland in Marin County. And we ourselves also have protected our land in perpetuity because we sold our development rights to the Marine Agricultural Land Trust.
Our parents talked to us before we decided to sell the development rights for this farm, and they said, do you guys want to continue farming? Would it be all right if we sold the development rights to this farm? And all four of us children said, absolutely.
When Albert came back to the farm, he had all kinds of new ideas.
When I was first looking into converting to organic, it was at a point where we kind of had to decide to go ahead or not to go ahead, and we ended up just going for it. And what has happened in conventional farming is that just to cover your costs, you have to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so now the average herd size in California is 1,000 cows. It's not unusual to see 4,000 or 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 cow dairies. You have feedlots. All the cows are confined into corrals. There's concerns about water quality and pollution. It puts more and more pressure on the system, and it makes people do things that aren't very natural for the cows.
But also it was against our way of doing things. We just didn't want to get so terribly big and not be a farm and more a trend to what I call the cow factory.
This dairy here was the first organic dairy west of the Mississippi. We were the only organic dairy in California for many years, and Straus Family Creamery was the first commercial all-organic dairy processing plant in the U.S.
It was a scary time, but it was going to be more scary not doing something, and so it decided to go forward.
There was no choice, really. It was really the thing to do, and is the thing to do.
I think that we'll be doing this for hopefully decades to come, if not more, generations to come.
It gives us a good feeling.